Now, Virginia horse racing is set to resume today at Del Mar, just 1 week after races had to be canceled after 15 jockeys tested positive for coronavirus. And we're joined by Craig Dato, Executive Vice President of the Del Mar Thoroughbred Club. Craig, welcome.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Sure thing. So what's the status right now of those jockeys that tested positive? And I said 15, that was at first, and then you had 2 more test positive as well. Is that right?
The 2 were actually prior to the 15. So there were 2, and then the 15 tested positive on Tuesday, July the 14th. So where we are right now is we are following the guidance of the County Health Department and the CDC. And that guidance is that when they tested back on Tuesday the 14th, none of the 15 had any symptoms. And the guidance is that if you stay symptom-free for 10 days, you can return to work. So yesterday was the 10th day. They are returning to work today. And we've got a great race card. And although it's empty behind me, as you see it, it's not the normal Del Mar. We are back racing today, and we're excited to do so.
You're right, you don't have fans in attendance, but what is it like in terms of the workers that are there? Is there concern by some of them who maybe haven't been tested or have been healthy that, okay, we've just had, a couple of, what was it? We decided it was 17 people in all that have tested positive. Is there a risk now, a greater risk that I'm going to catch this?
According to the guidance from the County Health Department, there is not. Again, we're symptom-free for 10 days, so they are back. And of course, we have policies and procedures and protocols to make sure everybody is safe here, from social distancing to mask wearing to screening centers to everybody who comes to work here on a daily basis. We're doing everything we can. And especially for the jockeys, what we've done is we typically have about 24 jockeys in the jockey locker room. We have cut that down to half. There's only going to be 12 in there now. And we have put up some 10 by 10 tents outside the locker room jockeys will be using. So we'll have essentially half the jockeys in the tents and half in the room, just to give us some extra space in there and make sure we are doing the right thing from a social distancing standpoint.
I understand you also have some travel restrictions on the jockeys. Tell me about that.
Absolutely. No jockeys can come in from any other jockey colony, nobody from out of state. The jockeys that are here today are the only jockeys that will ride this entire season.
Now, you do have a jockey, though, racing today that was just racing in New Jersey. Is that right?
That is true. His name is Mike Smith. He tested here, and he tested negative. So Mike is the last one we've allowed in. It's going to be it for the season.
Okay, we've been talking with Executive Vice President of the Del Mar Thoroughbred Club, Craig Dato. Craig, thank you so much for your time. We were kind of losing your signal there in and out, but we got the idea. I think that this jockey that came in from New Jersey, that he tested negative, and very much appreciate your time.